This your boy Yusuke again. Sorry if I'm a little out of focus, but I haven't really resolved my camera issue yet, so I'm recording this from my cell phone. So it's a little shaky and the quality's not great. Please forgive me. We'll work on this in the future. The reason why I'm shooting a video today is because the news just got handed down that the police officer that murdered Tamir Rice, which was a 12-year-old in a Cleveland suburb who was gunned down after someone called 911 reporting that he had a gun and was terrorizing people with it. Come to find out, that gun was completely fake, and also come to find out there was video footage of what took place. Now, looking at the video footage, it seems to me that it's readily apparent that the police officers didn't even take the slightest precaution when they were called out to what could have potentially been an active shooter situation. They pulled right up upon the suspect at the time, and from their claims, they said they gave him an order to put the gun down. Now, when you were given a person an order like that, much more so a young person, a minor, they're more likely to make a snap judgment and try to comply instantly, which is why it seems that Tamir wanted to pull the gun out of his waistband. But the only way he could put the gun down is to remove the gun from the waistband. But yet they are using him removing the gun from his waistband as a justification for gunning him down within 2 seconds of arriving to the scene. Now, I don't know what additional evidence the grand jury saw. I can't imagine it would be any more compelling than actual video footage of the event. So, how do they fail to get an indictment in this case? It completely boggles my mind that we cannot at least get this case to trial and find out what happened. So once again, we have a black youth being gunned down by law enforcement with no recourse for the family. They've lost a son. Not only that, a young son who was full of potential and could have gone on to do great things, but we'll never know now because he was gunned down just because he was a silly boy playing around with a toy gun. I refuse to believe that this scenario would have been the same if it had been a white male who was 12 years old at the time and was playing with a toy gun. I live here in Texas, and I know for a fact that all the kids around here play with guns. So once again, this is an example of trigger-happy law enforcement who see all black males not only as older than they really are, but as a distinct threat to their lives at every possible juncture, no matter the situation or scenario. This has to stop as a country. We as a country have to take a stand and stop allowing our police officers to get away with murder, because it creates a stain among the populace and it creates mistrust to where people don't use law enforcement to get help with issues they need. They resolve it in street matters, because at least with a street matter, you know that it's going to be straight up, and you know that there's not going to be any shady business on behalf of whoever is intervening. So at the end of the day, this is disgusting. I'm sick of covering events like this. I'm sick of seeing people like Michael Brown, Eric Garner, and now Tamir Rice get gunned down in the street and nothing happens to their murderers. Why does this only take place in the United States? Why do we allow our law enforcement to rain down whatever pain they deem just and face zero consequences for their actions? I can't stand it. It drives me insane, and we got to do better.